of you are so stupid about this biological conditioning through sexual tribalism and money and egotistical brain chemical addiction that you don't understand right from wrong or good from bad or what's evil. You know, evil is selfishness and trying to trap the glory of grace in your ego. And then evil, because it's selfish and it's all about them, evil doesn't know how to self-correct. Okay, I found that out the hard way. Okay, been dealing with evil my whole life. And I was born dealing with evil, and I would always ask, Jesus and others for help with evil. It was always, why is it? And if evil could fix itself, it would. Well, I guess most people don't know. But if evil could, it'd fix itself. If evil was able to self-correct, we'd all be using technology to be humble and apply the physics of the Lord's Prayer and live free from debt and trespass and abuse and stuff. And so, evil is something that has a lot of trouble containing itself. And so, it's not, evil's not intelligent, because when you become addicted to something being right and being the best and all that stuff and everything like that, you don't do things that are intelligent. Intelligent isn't selfish. Like with me, I was talking to Dad about it. I love my kids, but if my kids, we've lived here since, Dad's lived here since, long time ago. Okay. For over 20 some odd years. He said it was 2001, but I swear me and Patrick came here and did stuff with him when we first moved in here, and that he was living in here when we brought Granny over for Thanksgiving at Ponch's house. Back in '98. So I guess I was wrong. I don't know. I thought for sure, because I could swore it was me and Patrick, and it was before Amy and Natalie. And that me and Patrick came here and we were helping doing the irrigating stuff, getting the well going. And because I told him that, I said, I think it was before that, Dad. Because I remember it. I remember Patrick going and getting excited about it. And it was before me and Amy and stuff. And so, yeah, it was interesting. Me and Amy got married in November of '99. So I don't know, though. I'll check, but because he writes everything down. So he writes things down, but I could have swore that he had this place before me and Amy got married. And me and Amy got married in November of '99, because Natalie was born in January of '99. So, okay. So, I do have a pretty good memory. It's a pretty good memory and stuff. But Dad writes everything down, so but I could have swore. But I was telling him, I said, I'm not worried about because you've had the same number forever, and I said, it's not like I'm a drug dealer and a drug addict and a gambling habit and a bad person. And I didn't tell lies on their moms and screw around on them and abuse them and tell lies to the state to get money out of the state and all that stuff. So I haven't done anything wrong to be treated like I'm a bad person and a bad father, and it's obvious. And the kids were there. They saw what happened. They were a part of it too. And so, I was able to ascertain and understand my parents' relationship when I was 9 years old, when I was 10 years old, when I was 11 years old. You don't go to this, I don't remember how I was a kid, Maybe a lot of people do, but I don't. I remember, okay, that was, like I told you, the Shanny Robinson thing. I remember like that. That was like it was yesterday. Okay. Remember that part when Bart did that thing with cerebral palsy, and the one kid said had cerebral palsy, and Bart was doing it, and he had to act like he really was, and then the kid told him, fuck you. That shit was funny. Because he had to go through the whole nature walk like he had cerebral palsy, and it was exhausting when you act like you have. And the kid told him, fuck you. And the Mormon TA guy was, that shit was funny. No, it was hilarious. We were laughing so hard. But there's a lot of things I remember in junior high. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, like they were yesterday. I have a good memory. I have a really good memory. But then they said that in the military when one guy was telling me about a movie and you watch it back in like 1984 or whatever. Damn, you have a good memory. When was the last time you saw it? Probably like 1984, and that was about 2009 or 10. When I told him that, I was like, yeah, okay, I remember that. And so I guess I have one of those kind of Sheldon type memories with certain things, and I didn't know. Yeah, Mom used to drive crazy because she would sit there when I was in college, and I'd show her my notes. She goes, "Those are your notes." Yeah, that's just what they write on the board, right? Well, it was a lecture about blah 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 blah. She goes, "That's just not fair." Other people sit in the class writing, and you come in, look at the board, write down the stuff, and then listen. Yeah, and you get an A. Yeah, it's not fair. And then some of the other stuff, I thought because I wasn't interested in like science and physics and I remember in geometry class, it's a fucking congruent triangle. I knew that if I put in the effort to remember all the stuff, I could do it. But I just didn't want to because I found it condescending, abrasive, abusive, and excessive and compulsive. And plus, computers can do it without all the... Their computer did it. It's right. Yeah. What if somebody fucks up with a computer? What if somebody fucks up with your chalkboard? What if Leslie Winkle comes and fixes it, right? Okay. So, you're paranoid. Don't worry about it. But I sat there and I told him, I said, Dad, I'm not concerned about it because life's eternal, grace is infinite, the Lord's prayer is perfect, and I know I'm right, and I know I'm not wrong. So I don't sit around and they think I'm cold because I said, why? Guys, I love my kids. And the one I worry the most about emotionally is Emmy Gracie Bird. And Katie's strong, but Katie's not as strong as she lets on. She is a strong little bugger. Okay. And they're all good kids. Okay. But the reason why they don't have me in their life is because of you, not because of me. Your technology, your money, your metaverse. How far am I dropping? Who fucking cares? You're riding a motocross bike with a satellite connection through your phone, right? At breakneck speed, down a subway. Why? What the fuck? Seriously. Okay. You need to know. I need to know the whole thing with the Google thing. I need to know what flowers and how much water and why. It'll impress somebody. Is it for money? Did you get your steak nuggets from Arby's? Did you cook them long enough, Kevin? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, guys, trying to impress people by appearing intelligent when you're not doing anything intelligent is not very intelligent, right? All right, what's intelligent is understanding natural laws and understanding we have to obey natural laws to continue to exist and love one another faithfully. Okay, so stop global warming through irrational, competitive, narcissistic, disgusting economics. Yeah, okay. And politics isn't going to stop it. When that was me back in college at ASU. You know, when I can't remember who I told. I think it was Sam Singer. When he gave the Star Business class, I said, no, what you got to do is they're all motivated by money. If you make saving the environment economically advantageous, they'll save the damn planet overnight. It doesn't work. It's like NIL. It doesn't work. Okay. They're still, you got to be successful, you got to make the money. And to make the money, they'll do anything. Okay, it's not worth it. To me, it wasn't worth it. I was the best. Okay? I am the most intelligent person on your device you've ever heard talk. That isn't dead, that left books or video dialogues that the people in meditation and prayer said never believe anything I ever said or wrote about myself, right? They're so cute. I love Jiddu Krishnamurti. I love DC. They're so fun. They're like, Earl, anything can be manipulated or doctored to fit a certain narrative to make it look like the marketer wants it to look like. So don't believe it. You're the living word. You're the living truth. You're the faithful one, not them. I'm like, yeah. So, and I'm watching these football games. They're going out there to physically hurt the other kid. Contusions, lacerations, broken bones. Okay, to win a game over money. And these people wear crosses. It's like, yeah, I know why you're wearing a cross, motherfucker. Crucify him, make his story into a comic book so I can beat the hell out of the other to win for money, to fuck that mindless bimbo. Well, that sounds exciting. That sounds like fun. Want to do that? Hell no, I'd rather go kill myself first. Oh, here, let's go be crucified. Okay, get turned into comic book characters for Stanley's imagination. Maybe we'll get into the Hugh Hefner mansion. Maybe. Think we'll get a restraining order? From Leonard Nimoy? There you go. Shit, people are crazy. And most of you are, because you'll accept money as value and competition and murder over it as reality and laws without question. And you'll vote every 2-4 years to see which asshole does it more to your liking. You're crazy as fuck. And if you don't think you are, there's a reason why Earl, the son of Ralph and Mary from the book of Revelation, is the liberation from your insanity and the living correction for your technology. Okay, do you understand? Woo! Guys, if you don't like the way I'm expressing this and you don't like the way I speak and the way I act, don't blame me. Blame yourself, your taxpayer dollars, and the assholes that you call scientists that are here to keep me run over in the parking lot of the Best Buy on Loman in Las Cruces. Okay. Neener, fucking neener. Okay. Asshole. Good old Kenwood. No, trust me, I do him really good. Okay, I still do. It's Patrick's, yeah, in his 30s. So it's 30 years later. Okay, it's over 30 years later. And I'm still, asshole, beat your ass into a mud hole. Do wood. Come on, do wood again. Asshole. I can even do his John Wayne walk, I think. I don't know if I can still do his John Wayne walk, but he had a John Wayne walk. I come in and do his John Wayne walk. And look at people and go, asshole. And he would look at me and laugh and go, you can't do me any good, asshole. Parsons, only thing comes from Arizona is steers and queers, and I don't see any steers, horns on you. I was like, God dang it, Wood, you're hilarious. You know, you're a human joke factory. Yes, you are. He's a good guy, and I really liked him a lot. I still do. He lives eternally through our love. Yeah. Oh, Miriam adored him. Yeah. A little Cuban girl from Miami. She thought he was one of the best guys in the whole service. Would? But he got drunk and fell off a building. Yeah, but he would fall off that building trying to save you from falling off the building if he was sober. Oh, yeah, he would. He's a good kid. Oh, he's a good kid. Yeah. People in the military. You guys, yeah, no, we didn't steal it. We appropriated sufficient amounts of restraining equipment to take his mobile home in West Texas and have it be able to be tied down to the concrete pipes and metal that were underneath it to hold it in place in case of high winds in Abilene during, certain seasonal times. We called it his military exit retirement benefits. How much? You're going to need more. Tie down equipment, yeah. Loaded in the back of his trunk. Yes, we did. That's taxpayer money. Oh, tell John McCain I said kiss my ass, and he's a murdering, child molesting, raping, dropping napalm on children to make you feel good about your money. Giving people tie down to make sure that their trailer doesn't get blown away by the West Texas winds. Pecos Beer would say, hey, give that man more tie down for his trailer. His Mexican wife and him don't mean to be blown away by you assholes and your money. Right? Okay. Love you. Peace out.